The thing is, you are not ugly. It's your profile that is not strong enough, and that's why you get no or very low number of matches. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this week's coffee chat, where we're gonna walk through on what makes a good profile strong. I have on my channel a series about dating apps, and everything that you might question about dating apps, I basically talk about in my videos. So don't forget to check out that playlist where I talked about already questions, myths. I talk about, some misbeliefs. I talk about my experience. So don't forget to check out that playlist. But in this video, we are going to be talking about what makes a profile very strong. It's going to cover pictures, bio, what needs to be shared, what doesn't need to be shared. So don't forget to watch this video until the end if you get low or literally zero matches, because it's not about you, it's about your profile. After you register, obviously, to the dating app that you feel comfortable with, you can choose based on what you want. If what you are a boy or a girl, you can text first on some dating apps. I don't really know what is the newest things about them, but anyways, once after you register, you can share your personal data. First, only basically your name, your gender, your your birthday. So basically here, it's better that you share these things because of course your age matters, your gender matters, and your name. Just use a nickname or something that you want people to call you on because you like that nickname, or you want to use your full name, or you don't want people to look up you on Instagram or Facebook or even Google, then do not use your full name. This is fully up to you. Third one is the pictures, which is of course one of the most important things because pictures sell you. Dating app is like a business. You have to sell yourself. You have to convince people that they should buy you, basically. So swipe right. How do you do that? So the first thing is that your pictures should radiate confidence. What does that mean? You don't have to change your personality fully just because you're on a dating app. But the first thing with the pictures is that have more than one photo. Okay, because one picture usually does not radiate confidence. That shows that that's the only picture good about you, and that's why you posted it, and there are no more. No, like one picture usually is not really winning because I'm gonna say, why is there only one picture? The second thing is that be colorful on your pictures. This means that if you post one picture in your work uniform, that's amazing, but the next picture should be something else, either a selfie, it should be something that you like to do, it should be a casual outfit, and then we already have 5 pictures. So if your work doesn't involve uniform, that's also fine. You can post multiple pictures in casual outfits, but if you only post mirror pictures, why? That's not colorful. You don't really show your colored self. I call it like this. So what does that mean? When I was on a dating app a few years ago, I basically had always a picture where I looked quite nice, with the makeup, my hair was done. I had one picture without makeup because I wanted people to see me in my nice outfit and also in my casual one. I had a picture when I was traveling because that's what I like to do. So either in a very famous spot or on the beach or something like that. And I had a selfie, which was basically just showing me, in my everyday look. And sometimes a mirror picture when I felt like that picture really showed something about me. And sometimes also gym pictures. So really, it doesn't matter where it is as long as it's colorful. So you show multiple things. You like to fish, then post a fishing picture. You like to read, then take a selfie with your favorite book. Why is this important? Because one, as I said, if people see that you do a lot of things, that's going to show that you're not just sitting home doing nothing, but you're actually, somebody who goes out, who has hobbies. That's always attractive. Secondly, because a lot of times opening line can be really connected to pictures. So for example, I love reading, and let's say that I'm on a dating app and I see somebody reading, I'm gonna probably ask a question about the book. And that's a very good opening because it's not basic, it's not hello, how are you? And it's also not something very cringe, but it's something that shows that I paid attention to you and I also paid attention to the details. And I'm already focusing on something you and I have in common. And that can be a very good start with the conversation. So basically, these are two key things for pictures. One is to post a lot. By a lot, I mean 4 or 5. And 2, to show as many things as you do. Now, let's say that you have a full-time job and the only thing you do on top of your job is to go to the gym, right? So you don't really have that many hobbies because you don't have time, or you're just not photogenic, because that happens, okay, with girls, guys, that happens. That's not an issue, because then you can still post more pictures. I would say that the emphasis on a more pictures rather than being colorful, because if you only put 1 picture, there's a very low success rate. But if you put, for example, 3 pictures, 1 is in the gym, the second is just, like a home casual thing, and the third one is a selfie where you, for example, put on a suit. It doesn't have to be a work environment, because a lot of people cannot take pictures at work. I understand that, but then you're still better off with 3 pictures. And come on, for 3 pictures, you can look nice. You can look nice. You don't have to go insane. I never took pictures just for dating apps. Every time I created a profile, I went back and I took pictures from my Instagram. I took pictures from my gallery. I took pictures from holidays 3 years ago. Yeah, I changed since then, but I didn't change so much that they would not recognize me in person, right? And then you can choose who you want to meet. So basically, if you're a female, you want to meet a male or whatever, you can choose that. And then what comes is your bio. So your bio is important, not as important as pictures, because people usually check your pictures first. And then if they like you, at least that's how I did it, if they like you, they look at your bio, and that's when it comes together. And that's when people decide as a pack together that, okay, your picture and your bio is good, so we're gonna swipe right on you. So your bio should be basically something creative. I'm not saying to get something from the internet or write something. It's just, I always say that when you go, for example, to uni camp and you have these weird games like 2 lies, 1 truth, or tell me something you haven't told anyone about you before, like these kind of things. So for example, there was a time when I put this 2 lies, 1 truth in my bio, and then people of course replied to that. Or I put something like 1 thing that nobody knows about me is etc. Or once I also put something like, you can find me after work in XYZ. If something is really important to you, for example, if you are the person that goes to the gym, you can say like, after work, I'm always in the gym. And then I will probably ask, oh, you're always in the gym. Do you have like a plan? Do you work out to become a bodybuilder, or is it just for fun? Something that is again better than, hello, how are you? Leaving your bio empty is very dangerous, and putting your Instagram in your bio that happens when you have nothing interesting to say about yourself. Why should I be interested in you? And then you can basically give like your workplace and your education, which is fully up to you, what you feel comfortable with sharing. Some people don't want to share anything, some people share everything. So this is fully up to you. And then the remaining part is basically just going into more depth with your personal information. So for example, religion, future plans regarding kids. I know there were some apps where you actually could state if you wanted to have kids. There can be, for example, your hobbies, your height, whether you like to go to the gym, whether you like to drink, what you like to do in your free time. So really, there are a lot of things. And here I would say just fill out as many things as you feel comfortable with. If you leave everything empty, that means people are not likely to swipe on you because you don't share a lot of things. On the other hand, some people like that because that makes you mysterious, that you don't put everything out immediately. It really depends on. But I would say in general, the more you share, the better, because people have a picture of you and they can imagine, okay, is this somebody I would like to go on a date with or no? And lastly, there's like some parts where you can put like your links. That's what I would go with my Instagram or whatever you want to share. Because yeah, in your bio, don't put that when you have the separate place for that, and you can actually link your Instagram or Spotify. And then if you link your Instagram, people can go there directly instead of typing your name. That's just not feasible nowadays because people don't really have the time and they don't want to put on the effort. It's better to just put the links where the actual links are, your Instagram, your Facebook, whatever you want. And then for the rest of the part, just write something about yourself that is not true for other people. You know, I'm not gonna write I'm a blonde girl, because yeah, you can see that from my pictures, and there are a lot of other blonde girls. That's not gonna make me special. What makes me special is XYZ. And then you think about what makes you special. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss out on any more videos. Check out my other playlists as well, where I talk about moving, productivity, mindset, eating, and everything else that you can wish for. Let me know in the comment section if there is a topic you want me to discuss, and I will bring it in the future. See you guys next Sunday. I hope you have an amazing week. Bye bye.